Hello and welcome to my channel. Now in this lesson we will see how we can make the pages for these categories. For example, if you come here, these are our categories, the default categories that comes with WordPress, which are attached to posts. So we will see how we can make pages for these categories, and also we will see how we can make the pages for these taxonomies that we have made in last lesson. For example, these taxonomies will have their own pages. Now let me tell you one interesting fact, that if we come to this categories, if we click here on, if we right click on view and open it in a new tab, we will see that these services are showing on a separate page. Now in lesson number 8, I will give you the link of that lesson number 8 in this video. Now in lesson number 8, what we had done is we actually showed the services like this. Now what we had done at that time is we actually made a custom page template called services.php, and using get post function we actually extracted these posts from here, from the services category of the posts, and we displayed them here on this services page. Now again in lesson number 12, what we have done again is we actually made this custom post team and a taxonomy for this custom post team category, and then retrieved these services from the WordPress using this get posts function again, but this time we gave this custom post type, and sorry, this services, not the team, but we actually extracted these services, 5 services on this page using get posts function, and showed them here. Now interesting thing is, instead of doing that, we can actually directly go to post and categories, and from here if we right click on view and open it in a new tab, we see that a page is already made to show the posts of a category. Now in the previous lessons, the purpose to show you that how we made a custom page template and extracted the posts from the database of WordPress using get post function. The purpose was actually to tell you about the function get post function, and to tell you how we can make a custom page template and then brought posts on that custom page template. Now this time actually we are concentrating on the category default pages and how we can manipulate them to show different posts. Now for that, in WordPress we have, for example, if we come to our theme 2012, we can see we have a page called Category.php. Now this is the page that is shown as we click on this services link. The page that is showing here is actually the Category.php. Now in this lesson we will actually discuss the details of this Category.php, and also in the previous lesson we have made this team category, and we can see these posts of these categories in a new page as well. In the meantime, today what I have done is actually I have created the more posts for designing team, and more posts for marketing, and some posts for development term, and I can rearrange them actually like this. Now we have 3 posts for each. Now in today's lesson we will see that if we want to view these term posts directly, we can right click and open it in a new tab, and they will not show. Now in this lesson we have to make an arrangement that if we click on the view of this thing, these post can be shown like the posts of these categories are showing. But as I told you, to show these ones, there is a page category.php that is already available with WordPress. But to show the taxonomies, because we have made this taxonomy ourselves, so we have to make the arrangement to show these taxonomies on a page. The terms of these, the posts of these taxonomy, or the terms of these terms, the posts of these terms actually onto a separate page. So let us start with category.php. As I told you, this is the page that comes by default with this theme, and actually it comes with almost everything. There are some pages which come automatically with almost everything, and category.php is a part of those files which comes with almost everything theme. Now at this point, I can also tell you that we have some more files as well that comes with every theme. For example, footer.php comes with everything theme, header.php comes, functions.php, index.php, page.php, category.php, and single.php, style.css. In lesson number 8, I think we have discussed this page.php. We have created a duplicate of this page.php and made a custom template using this page.php. Now in this lesson, we will actually manipulate or work with this category.php. Now this category.php is opened in a new tab on Dreamweaver. Now as we can see that we have to see the structure of this page that is showing, and we will compare the structure with the file that is already open. For example, we are watching this category archive services. Now here it is written category archive, and after that we can see that we have written it is written that this is single cat title. Now I can simply suggest that this thing is coming as it is, and this thing is replaced by the name of the category. Now to format it more, what we can do is we will copy this function, we'll move this function on the first line, this one, and I will remove this statement completely, this one. Okay, now remove this ending tag. Now we can see that one more thing that we are going to learn in this lesson is that if we are using PHP and HTML on the same page, first of all the page name will be .php. The extension of the page will be .php, not .html. If we are simply working on an HTML page, the extension of the page can be category.html, but because we are working on a page which has both HTML and PHP, so the page name will be .php. It's compulsory to have the page extension .php. Next thing is, as I can show you that I have shown you that this is the thing that is displaying the category name. The thing before that was showing this part, and this is the function that was showing the name of the category. Now if I refresh, I have actually removed everything, this one from the code, and just kept this one, and if I refresh this page, now what I will see is nothing will be showing. But we knew that this was showing something, but now it is not showing anything. The reason behind that is, to show anything in PHP we have to write echo. Some people call it echo, some people call it echo, but I call it echo. So we have to use this statement, this word echo. Now if I write echo here and save it and refresh this thing, it will start showing me the category name. One more thing that we have to understand at this point is, if we have to use a PHP code within an HTML file, so the point where we are starting the use of this PHP code, we will start that code with this thing greater than question mark PHP. That tells our XAMPP server or Apache server that now we are going to use PHP. So we have to write this PHP and then the code, and at the end we will have this semicolon, and this is the closing of that PHP. Now we have to start PHP, we have to close PHP, and then everything is showing in a normal way. If we don't close PHP, you will see the colors of these things are changed. This has become slightly darker, this has become black. So with this thing we will realize that we haven't closed the PHP. So if something is showing like this, we must find that we actually forgot to close PHP somewhere. So we will find that in the code and we will close PHP then. So these colors actually plays an important role in recognizing or finding the errors or debugging the errors of the code. Now I'm going to save it and refresh it. As I told you, now it is showing my services as title. Next part it is showing is this description. This is called the description of the category. We did not give any description at that point when we had created this category. Now before starting this lesson, during the preparation phase, actually I gave this description to this category. Now if we come to this category in dashboard and I click on services, I can see we have three things, prominent things here. Number one, the name of the category, that is showing here. Number two, we have this description part. We have this slug. Actually slug is basically used here. This is the slug. If I change this slug, the value on the, if I change this slug to this, now you can see if I click on view category again, right click and open in a new tab, you will see this slug is changed. The second thing is this slug, and the third important thing is this category description. So every category in WordPress has a description portion here, and whatever you will write in this description, that will be extracted automatically or retrieved automatically on this category.php page. Now we can see that in the next part is here we can see the PHP code starting from here going till this point. As I told you, the PHP has a starting tag and an ending tag. Between that we have an echo to actually display the function value, and this is the category description. So this function actually are the things which has these parentheses at the end, and functions actually perform something for us. For example, this function has retrieved the title for us, and this function has retrieved the description of the category for us. Now some functions require some values to work, and some functions don't require any value. If the function doesn't require any value, so it is written like this, like starting of the parenthesis and closing of the parenthesis. We call it normally small brackets, but these are called parentheses. If you actually read the resources of the WordPress or any other resources, programming resources, they will call it parentheses. So these are the parentheses. If function requires something is written within these parentheses like this. You can see something is written in between, and if function doesn't require anything, it is written like this. This is another function you can see, and this function also is getting something, as these are called parameters. So the function is getting something as parameter, and those parameters are written within these parentheses. This is another function which will put the navigation at the bottom of the page. So this is also showing as within the parentheses. Now we will come to this page and refresh the page again. Nothing is happening because the link is old, so I'll just make the link new now. Now something is showing. Now I can see there is a line as well. The line must be in the code as well. I will show you that line at the end or after some time. Now this is the post of that category which are showing. It is showing the thumbnail or the featured image on the top, then the title, then the content of the page. Now if I see in my services page, what we had done last time is actually we have retrieved or extracted 5 fields of the services category post type. Now this is actually the blog that we have made for the services page. Now if we want to actually show our category page like this page, so we will actually simply copy this, right click, edit tag, that will actually select the whole block of this div, copy it, and we will paste it here. Everything within this while is important, the post function is important, and this line is actually responsible of showing everything on this page. So not everything, but as I told you, everything underneath this point, this line. So everything else is showing through this function. So what we will do is actually we will paste the copied content here. Now you can see that the colors of these things are drastically changed. For example, this div has become black. It is normally blue. So it is suggesting that unfortunately we haven't closed a PHP tag. So we will close our PHP tag here. One thing to understand at this point again is that as we are going to start the HTML code, we have to close the PHP. So at this point we have closed the PHP, and we can see this HTML tag is now blue. Everything else is looking okay except this while. Now this while is showing black. In this file you can see the while is, there isn't any while. Where is that while? Okay, there isn't any while, but this closing of these things are actually shown in green color. As you can see, this for each loop, it had that for each, starting of the for each with green and ending in green. So this must be green. To make it green, up till this point we can see this is the closing of the div, and the div is the part of HTML in simple. So after this HTML is finished, we will actually start the PHP. Now this while is part of the PHP, and it is showing green now. Now we have brought that block of code from this services page to this category page, and we will save it now. Now the layout of our category page will change, because we have already formatted this these divs and headings and image sizes and font sizes in the CSS, and I had given you that formatting information in lesson number 8. I had provided you those CSS changes in the video description. So we already have implemented these layout things. No need to implement them again, and you can see that the posts are showing in a proper format. Now one thing more that we can see here is this thing. As I told you in the starting lessons, this portion is basically called the sidebar, and sidebar is actually placed here on this page through some code, and this get sidebar is the code which is actually getting that sidebar for us on this category page. So we will actually select it and select it from the starting PHP till the ending PHP. This is important. If we are going to remove our PHP tag, we need to keep in mind that we'll start selecting from the starting tag of the PHP, and we will end our selection at the end of the PHP tag, and we will remove it and we'll save it and try again and see that this sidebar has been removed. Now the formatting of our category.php file is complete. We can actually make some CSS changes to make it slightly bigger, to change the font sizes of these texts, to make it compatible with these text. But these are CSS things that I will do and provide you with the CSS resources in the description, but not in this video, I think, because the size of the video is already above 20 minutes. I don't want to make bigger videos now, because the video is already very big. Now the next part of this video, the making of this page, will be done in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and let's meet in the next video, where I will tell you how we can make the page for a taxonomy and how we can make it look good with formatting and CSS stuff. Thank you so much. Catch you later. Bye.